They'll try and start this drive in the air. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw to Barkley on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Now, check, Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56.
Check. Kill.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's right. Good job, D. Good job. Good stop, baby. Good stop. Mike's 50. Woo! Check, go get him. Six guy. Check, six guy.
On second down, here's Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Hey. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Four down. Alert. Check three, check three.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
Right, hit it then.
I'm going to come back to you.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Be ready, be ready.
Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
How's he doing for you?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Leopard!
Slow motion, man. Tired of shit.
Mike's 50.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Come on. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Under 10. Under 10.
And he will take it
slow
on
motion,
in
man.
for a
He's supposed to
Giant
working all day, man.
touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's
I
now
work for the
14-0.
Department of Army. I'm yeah. I'm a human
The
resource.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nah, man, I pretty much.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Like all
And
the
he will be
HR
brought
personnel
down
for the
here
Army.
at about the
I pretty much,
17-yard
developed
line.
that.
And now Chicago getting
But I
ready to
got
go
it.
as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
man,
They
ain't worried
have
about
a
this,
script
man.
to start the ball game.
It was a
And
late
typically
start
those
to me,
scripts
man. I
go
don't like
between
it.
12 and 24, 25
I don't like
plays.
playing this late.
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
That one.
So what you work every day?
Detroit! Detroit! Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Oh, man over there.
They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
I ain't worried about it.
Gun!
Strong right. Strong right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Check 26. Check 26. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Hot!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch the motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on 1st down.
Gun!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey.
You say what?
4 down.
Watch you now, Barney!
A 1st down carry for Barkley, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun!
4 down.
Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Four down. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Over!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
Four down. Alert. Check your hot read.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Tight end right. Alert.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
I got you, baby. I got you.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A toss out to Barkley. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after
All right, now,
this.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Set! Blue 90!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row.
Watch it now, Barney!
He's got to
Barney!
start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Block me a little bit.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
4 down, even. Let's go, motion.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
A handoff to Barkley.
Let him know.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Hey,
Detroit!
Check three. Watch the slant. You.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
We got 4 down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Oh, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Yep.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And, oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Man,
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Last week.
What a spin. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him
man,
shy of the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
My son
and
had,
before the
hit
second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yeah.
Sonic! Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic!
Now it's the backup Winston. Flushed out right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Oh, they got Winston in?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
Detroit!
Win the rep. Let's go, right here.
All right, now, lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
3 down. Back's mine.
Gun!
They'll set up to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
Leopard! Leopard!
Hey, watch the edge, watch
Gun! Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Yeah, let's get a sack line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Check the backer.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away,
So
and
what you gonna
off
do
it
for the rest
goes.
of the season? The way you playing?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Like
And no
these
run
times
back
and
here.
stuff.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
And now
so you only
Chicago
play
getting
for like
ready to
1 to
go as
10.
they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Green, 39. Gun.
Looking to throw. It's caught by Aguilar.
Fuck you,
And
dude.
he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a... It got his man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Over.
And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Slam.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Are you ready for that, ain't you?
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Strong right.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Got his target, Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And he'll bang that one through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tight ends on the Lucy. We got 4.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right, boy, tight end to the right. Move.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Tight end to the left. Tight end left. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
3 down. 36.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Whip.
Gun. All right, now, Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
4 down, 4 down.
Here's a give to Barkley.
Oh, shit.
He's got a convoy, and he might
Yeah,
be gone.
hell no, man.
Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 49 yards. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Now here's a timeout coming.
Man, hold on. Nah, they ain't gonna do that shit. I'm a fucking commissioner, man.
On the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Because he's a runner, man. You gotta
And
do
the
a little
decision
bit
to
more
come
than
out
that,
is going to
man.
cost him
Like,
5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Milo plays just like me,
And now
man.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them,
Milo
a
plays
touchdown
just
their
like
last
me.
go
He
around.
runs the
Obviously, they'll be
ball.
hoping to do that again.
And
Except
when you
for
start plotting for
does
this
the
drive,
toss
and you start
play.
thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that
got-
worked,
he
but
got
you have to be
the,
prepared for
toss
wrinkles
play
and
down.
counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice move. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why
Hey,
do they
next time
keep
we play,
feeding
though,
him
man,
the
I can't play
football?
this late,
Well,
bro.
they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Alert! 3 down, 3 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
50, Mike's 50.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I can just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New York. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Good sportsmanship, man. I didn't know you had it in.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
4 down, even.
And they'll run it here. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
You was already pretty good, though. You gotta go use it.
Now a handoff looking right.
Shit.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because
Yeah,
when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And he lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Three down. Check motion.
Detroit! Gun! Detroit! Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
This nigga
Picked
there,
off
boy.
with great anticipation,
Yep,
and they
that's
get the
fucking
football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 50.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, yeah.
Key 26.
Yeah, you know that now.
Hey, come on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Man, it's 11:30, man.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Honestly,
yeah, sometimes
man, I
teams want
like
to do that, and coaches
morning,
want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Oh, I'm going to get him.
And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
We got 3. Let's go.
Here we go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now. Because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Nah, it ain't going over there.
3 down.
I'm just letting you know that now.
Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Gun!
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Gun!
65. 65. 65.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. This quarterback now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%. but he does have a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
I know exactly.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
What the fuck is
But
Rust
correct.
tomorrow?
No pick, just incomplete that time. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.